For a lizard or a person with a giant thumb, that is the perfect handle. All right, you guys, tonight, you know, we start the show off with something goofy. So this was our first piece. All right, Matt's got something special for me. Oliver's gonna light up that torch because my guess is I'm gonna need it. Welcome to the gathering point. We're fun as always had. Today we are gonna show you how to make handles on vessels. That's not how to do it.
That's just a classic handle right there.
This is also not how to do it. Who knows what's wrong with this?
I think if we just add some heat.
I think so too. So this one we did, again, we're doing them kind of goofy. Because you all think after watching that show, Blown Away, that this is all like super easy. But it is not. All right. The question is now, can we get it off the pipe? Can you move that torch? Thank you. All right, there it is. Ice cold. Not going to be able to bend that over yet.
Will that even fit in the glory hole?
We're gonna make it.
Opening the doors for a handle.
All right. What are we doing? That is a darn good question.
You let me know.
I will let you know.
Beautiful.
So my name is Michelle. We got Matt. We got Oliver. We got Bess. Open. We've got some hot glass.
Opening the door.
And now that it's hot, now it will stick.
Beautiful.
And we can use a pipe to further shape it. But my objective with starting out like this is to let everyone know that it takes time and energy. You don't just walk up to a glass shop and be like, hey, let's blow some glass. I can do this.
Yeah.
Let me flash once.
Right.
Oh, I might not need it.
Look at that.
Look at that. The other part of this is we're not going to save this item. We did it these blue colors in glass because they're really helpful in showing the heat. So this blue, I can't shape that anymore. But you're certainly not going to touch it because it's probably like 900, 1,000 degrees hot. This core right here, this is recycled glass. So when we're testing a new product or trying something new, we never use our clear crystal. We want to use some of the recycled glass until we get the habit down in what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So this was that showy piece just to get you engaged in the show. And now that you're all here, Bess, are they all here?
They're all here.
All right.
Carol says hello from Ontario.
Beautiful.
Angel says hello from Argentina. Mary says hello from Hudsonville, Michigan.
Becky, follow me this way.
Mary Lou says hello from Perkiomenville, Pennsylvania. We've already got 3 countries watching.
3 countries watching. All right, so this is, we do a class called Happy Hour where we make items on the shelf that you see, but this is like a really cool thing to show our customer all the different handle styles. It's clearly not a functional piece. It's fun, it's goofy, it shows you the different styles of what we make. And that's kind of all I was doing in the first segment of the show, was just to give you an idea of what's available and how we do things. The real products that we're selling during the show are here. At 6:30, this table goes live. This is drinkware chosen by Jake and the staff. And it's super fun. We're going to give a shout out to Becky because she's on the camera tonight. All right, and the guys are going to start something. What did we say we were doing?
We're going to do a handled piece.
Yes, and who's going to start the vessel?
Matt's
Right.
starting it up.
All right, we are rolling. I stole your pens. Ladies.
Hey Oliver, did we talk about tonight being a charity show yet?
We have not talked about tonight being a charity show yet.
All right, so tonight is our monthly charity show. With our charity show, that means each month we have chosen a different charity to feature. The way that tonight is going to work, 10% of sales will go towards the Ruth Ellis Center. If you mention Ruth Ellis in the notes when you purchase something tonight or this week. So if you mention Ruth Ellis in the notes, 10% of that sale is going to go towards the Ruth Ellis Center. And then next week, as always, we will show the big check and show how much we raised. I wanted to read something from our last charity show. We raised money for Best Buddies. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
I was there for that one.
And their director in Michigan actually sent us an email. So I wanted to read that to you all, since you all were a part of raising those funds. He says, "Hello all, I hope you're doing well. I'm the Director of Mission Advancement for Best Buddies here in Michigan. And I just wanted to say thank you for your donation to our organization and for sharing our mission on one of your recent shows. We really appreciate it. The work you all do is amazing, and we are so thankful that you highlighted us. Thank you again." So you guys are making an impact, whether you think so or not, but this week is going to be for the Ruth Ellis Center.
Very nice.
Right.
All right, so the goal is to make a piece that's indicative of how we blow glass. And Matt's going to start the piece. Oliver's going to finish it, and I'm going to put the handles on it. So this is kind of a piece that we're all involved in. He did it out of recycled glass. I asked him not to make it too big. We're going to do 2 small handles on it. And the trick in this one is they're each going to bring a handle, and they have to bring it the size of my pinky, the same temperature. So they're going to finish up.
Can we get a cap from you, Michelle, real quick?
They're going to finish up the bottom, and then I'll do the handles.
And if I'm correct, Oliver, is this the warmer-upper piece that's available to members only?
This is.
Perfect.
Take a.
So these guys were
Grease and a punny.
troopers.
Take a
They were
flash real
working
quick.
today,
You want like
making lots of stuff.
that type of thickness by the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just sorry to interrupt you, Michelle. I'm getting some
you're
information
fine.
from Matt. This is stuff that's me and Matt have done these moves before, but to put it all together with me and him working together are something that we haven't really done too much of yet. So it just takes a little bit of extra communication.
So this is going to be the warmer upper piece. This final product will be sold to the members. They have members loyalty league of the Glass Academy get special attention and first pick of some of our specialty items.
So we're gonna drop this foot right on top of this bubble. I'm gonna snip it. I'm gonna give it a couple pats, and then we're gonna paddle that guy down flat. It's hefty.
Throw it to the side.
On. Off.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good looking foot.
I'm going to read off a couple more hellos. We've got Diane watching from Citra, Florida. We've got Icarus watching from Texas. We've got Oliver's mom and grandma both say hello.
Woo! Oh no! Alright. Looking real fine. Gonna indent this a little bit so it sits flat on the table. And we're gonna punny this guy up.
If I'm translating this correctly, Angel says, down in Argentina, you guys are always my date every Tuesday. We're so glad you're here.
Man, that's cool to hear. Appreciate it.
I'd love to visit Argentina sometime.
I wonder how hot it is in Argentina right now. I imagine it feels like this.
Feels like the hot shower.
Let us know the degrees in Fahrenheit, what it is over there in Argentina.
Yep.
I don't know if Argentina uses Fahrenheit or Celsius.
I think they use Celsius.
Well, tell it to us in Celsius and we'll make someone convert it.
Somebody in the comments will. They always will.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If not, I'll make up an answer.
All right. So we're going to put a little bit of water on
Bess,
this
did you
neckline
explain
here.
who's visiting us?
Give it a tap, and that's free.
Okay, so if you
All
guys
right.
see
It's gonna
people
open
in the
that guy
background
up.
taking pictures, we've
You want me to
got
center that?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Take this. Sometimes you get a off-center stick, and if you got a nice solid foot on here, sometimes it's best to use that to your advantage. Instead of touching the piece up here where it's cold, you can touch it where it's hot. Make sure it doesn't crack.
Every time you start talking, it shocks me a little bit because you usually don't even have a mic. So every time I hear your voice in my headphones, I just love it, man.
Nice. That's nice to hear.
Being that Matt is mic'd up for tonight's show, this is your chance to ask all the personal questions you want to know about Matt.
Let
and
me
if
hear 'em.
If he feels like he wants to be shy and not answer them, I'll answer them on his behalf.
No.
It would make me it'd make me so happy if we just got to really know Matt tonight.
I don't think that Oliver has the qualifications to speak on my behalf.
I don't,
he's
but
gonna
I
do it
will.
Anyway.
I'll still do
Still
it.
gonna do it. As a reminder, our beautiful table goes live in 15 minutes. We got
15.
some amazing items on there. And again, we are raising funds for the Ruth Ellis Charity tonight. So if you
Beautiful.
put Ruth
Let's just go right
Ellis,
for a paddle.
or charity show or something along those lines in your notes for your order today when you cash out, 10% of that order is going to go
Wide.
to the Ruth Ellis Foundation. John says it's 61 degrees in Argentina right now.
61.
I would love 61 degrees right now.
61
That's in Celsius.
That's what John is telling us. John is not from Argentina, from what I can see, so he might have just been doing some research. for
John
us.
Milberg.
Nope, different John.
All right.
John got on Google real quick and just typed in Argentina weather.
So we've had a couple questions already asking where Jake is, and so I'm going to explain a couple things. I know Jake is down in Pittsburgh. doing
Yeah.
some glass things there.
Yeah, Jake's back in school.
Jake's
School's
taking
in
a
session
cane
for him.
class. He's gonna bring back some knowledge back home.
I know that Chris already had some prior engagements for tonight as well. So our crew tonight is looking a little bit different. We've got Oliver and Matt and Michelle on the pipe. We've got me here, as always. We've got Becky on camera, which you guys don't really get to see Becky a whole lot, but you do get to see what Becky does a whole lot. Becky's a fantastic photographer. She does a lot of our product shots. She does a lot of shots for
Good.
classes, our marketing shots. So you see a lot of what she does, and you get to see her behind the camera tonight. Amy's way over in the corner helping us out with some orders tonight. So she's behind the scenes
Right.
as well. We've got Ellery floating around.
All right, Michelle, we're ready to pass this off to you.
let's do it.
So Mary
It's time.
says, what is the
Thank you.
warmer-upper that is being made?
You wanna do the
first
handle and I'll follow up?
Yeah.
It's going to be a functional little vase for your home. So it looks like this beautiful cup. They're going to bring me some handles. Why don't we go with black?
Go black on the handles.
Yeah, so they're classic. And I'm going to do the top and swirl it around.
Okay.
So my pinky, nice and hot, black.
Pinky bit, Matt.
So does that make sense, Bess? It's a two-handled mini tabletop vase.
There you have it, Mary. Straight from Michelle's mouth.
And it's not a Michelle Plasinski original. It's a Michelle Oliver Matt combo.
There you go.
Little collab.
Also more on the rare side, though.
Yeah.
We don't
Well,
usually
that's
have
what
a
I'm
Michelle
getting.
Oliver Matt combo.
I agree.
No, Matt and I alternate on the show, so me and him are hardly on together.
I know.
We're going
I'm
back
so
to our-
privileged today.
It's a
going
good
back to our
time.
Young Guns plus Michelle show.
Nah,
what you
Michelle's
named
part of
it?
the Young Guns.
All right, it's got a little bump in there from the furnace, so we call those beauty marks. So I happen to have one on my face. I have some on my arms.
I call those good luck.
Yeah. Okay, so this time the guys are going to bring me the perfect handle. Oliver's watching, and he's going to bring me the same handle that Matt's bringing, so that when I put these on, I have two of the same style handles.
JT says, my phone is melting with this live stream. Love your dedication, though. JT, I can promise you we are melting with this live stream as well. But we are here.
Beautiful.
We love doing it. We're glad you guys are here watching with us.
I hear you, but I don't hear you. So I apologize.
I'm talking to the comments. You're good.
Okay, good.
I'll let you know when I need you.
Okay. There's too much noise. All right. No sharp edges. In for a flash. Oliver knows I'm coming, so he's stepped aside. He knows exactly the size handle he needs to bring. No pressure.
No, I mean
No.
it's a one-step process. Just do it perfect.
And I have to look at this handle and match the other handle perfectly. So as the master, I'm going to give one more flash. I just want to make sure I'm hot enough and you're hot enough. So as the master, it's my job to line these up and match them. I was explaining to the film crew that's here with the newspaper, it takes years of experience. I have 36 years of experience. These guys have like 1 to 3. So there's a big difference there. So the bonus is I can stretch the handle out.
Little GA stamp for that guy.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Give me 1 second to heat this handle.
Yep.
Sometimes those cut marks can be a little sharp.
Matt.
Look at that. Like the Olympic trophy. Now for the warmer uppers.
Right behind you.
Okay. It's a great way to get a special piece made. I'm going to put the Glass Academy stamp on this next. And what did you call the special? What did you call that?
Special.
The little furnace thing? The
What?
blemish in the glass?
Oh, I just call them good luck.
All right, I put the GA by Matt's good luck symbol.
Beautiful.
Look at that beauty. What? Matt, you good if I hand this to you?
I sure am. Thank you.
All right. Challenge number 1 completed.
All right.
Okay, so now they're going to put it away in the annealer.
You want to preheat the grabbers? No, you gonna be able to get it with those around the handles?
I'm going in between the handles.
All right.
Loyalty League folk.
Coming right behind you.
We're going to get that online for
Right
you,
side.
Becky. Come this way. The table will go live at 6:30, but just to give you a couple ideas of the fun stuff on the table. It's not multi-handled, but I do want to show you some of the new product. Jake was super excited about a new technique he learned, and the reality is when that happens, we end up making a lot of product with it. So this is a super cute one. I don't know, a mixed drink in here would be like adorable with a swizzle stick and like a lemon on it or something. This is, I believe Matt did this one day. Doesn't that look like wood, like a tree trunk wood or something? So the cool thing about buying from an artist like this is each piece is one and done. They're all unique, one of a kind. We take pictures of the items before we put them on the webpage so that you can like really go in and look at them. But during the show, if you have a question, you can always say, hey, you know, number 10, can you show me that up close again? And then also when you ask us to hold one, it gives you an idea of scale. So this to me would fit like a perfect can of pop, or like a mead or something like that would be really nice. And this one is a product we do at the Renaissance. Because this is solid, it's got some really nice weight to it, so you don't worry about it being taller and knocking it over. The orange colors, I think, are really representational of the day. Here in Michigan, it's supposed to be super, super hot this week. Oliver, what's your favorite?
Oh, I was talking to Jake about this the other day. There's like a couple of like really close favorites for me in terms of shape. Number 9's a really, really nice shape for me. I like this big, like a bowl cup with the really short stem and a little bit of a wider foot. This just feels really, really good in my hands. I actually have a cup just like this that Chris made at A2 last year. And it's one of my favorites just for like a nice beverage, whether it's water or something else. It's just like the perfect cup for me. But then I'm obsessed with these new like solid stem and foot combos. Jake and I did a bunch of these here. It's been really, really fun to like problem solve on like a new type of cup for us and what the proportions need to be. And there was a lot of back and forth between the two of us. And I'm really happy with how they're turning out. This one here is like a big favorite of mine, with like the cup taking up half the height, the stem taking up the other half, the Rosetta in between acting like as a really, really nice spacer between the two main focus pieces. And then all that abstract goodness on the inside with the orange. It's just 8 and 9. Two of my favorites up here for sure. Whew. Yeah, you're welcome.
So as a reminder, let me turn my mic on. As a reminder, that goes live in 6 minutes.
Goes live in 6 minutes. Okay, and we'll be sure to say it again at that time too.
6 minutes.
I looked at the comments real quick, and someone was saying that I believe her name was like Alicia, maybe. I could be getting that wrong. I read it like 2 seconds ago, but they were saying that they were from Chesapeake, Ohio, and I just read Chesapeake at first, and I totally thought that someone was in the comments being like, cheapskates. I was like, that's so rude.
The heat's getting to us. What do we have up next for some juicy glass blowing?
Well, we're going to get Michelle on the pipe one more time here, and we're going to get something special made, and I don't want to steal her thunder. I'm going to let her talk about it.
Exactly.
We're back. It's a modern day terrarium. Becky,
cool.
if you spin around,
Why? I want.
we'll share what we're doing. All right, this is my pipe. It is not bent. There it is. Nice straight pipe. Now, Oliver and Matt have not seen these. Becky, you might recognize them from years ago when I built them. Yeah. So I'm going to take 2 gathers of glass, shape the glass, and then I need a section to break it off the pipe, but I also need a section to hold it. We're going to hang it from rope, and it's going to have a flat side on it so it can go against a wall or a window. But the finished shape is it comes off the pipe and we just torch the top so it doesn't get any punny. So the shape is going to be, I need like a little area I can tie rope on and narrow down, so that's going to happen. And then it's going to be this. Now I'm going to do it out of clear this time instead of recycle because we want as much sunlight to get in there as possible. In the past when I did these, I did a bunch of them. And sometimes I put the hole at the bottom, and then what I recognized was I couldn't put enough stones or things in there, and the plants would spill out. So, I mean, I made these and then Chris started making them, and some of them are really big. Tonight, the finished product's going to be like that big. So the guys, we've been doing an arrow plant class. Amy, can you bring me one of the arrow plants? Like the finished? And so this is going to be a bigger version of that, but we're going to poke a hole in here, and I'm going to increase the size of that hole so you can put the plants inside and they can be dripping out. Again, it will be hanging from a window so you can put rocks in here, and that way you can water it. The original versions I made didn't kind of have that. And so bring up one of the arrow plant holders too, the whole kit and caboodle. So we have classes. You can have drop-in classes that we do. You go on the website and order them. Amy's going to show off a piece when she comes back, but I'm going to get started and you guys get to talk.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We got a special request here in the comments, real quick, to show off a couple of cups here that I didn't get to touch on. So real quick, want to show those off. We'll start off with number 11. This one feels super elegant in the hand. It's a nice wide bowl, a thinner stemmed, solid stem on that. This is all black down here with some iridescent gold brown accents on the stamp, and like this in-between Maurice platform for the stem to land on. And then it's a great basket weave pattern, I think is what Jake's calling it, with a little bit of that texture on the outside, similar to a twist cup. Super, super heavy fall vibes on this.
One thing I want to mention while you're showing that off, Oliver, to our loyalty league members, our warmer-upper piece is now live. Thank you, Amy, for getting that up pretty quickly for you guys. So
excellent.
That piece, that double handle, very, very beautiful piece.
And then I real quick wanted to show this one off here. This is number 7. This is actually, now that I'm looking at, another personal favorite of mine. Nice 50-50 split on the cup and the stem. A nice like squared edge to the Maurice here on it, which gives it a nice platform. And then there was a little bit of leftover color that's really hard to see on camera, I'd imagine, but in person you can really tell it's there, that matches the foot. And it gives almost this like 3001: A Space Odyssey energy to the stem of this glass. It reminds me of a UFO a lot. So those were the two that we got asked to show off here real quick. I'll let you guys go back and see some of the glass action now.
I wanted to mention, Rodrigo says hello from Mexico, so we've got at least 4 countries watching. We've got the U.S., of course, we've got Canada, we've got Argentina, we've got Mexico. If you are watching from another country, we would love to hear it. I know I'm not list every week, but that's at least 4 countries we've got watching tonight, which is really cool.
Very nice. It's always so interesting to see what countries are watching, because I don't know anything about time zones, so like I'm always surprised that like, because for us this is like dinner time essentially, but for some people, like when we have like when the Australians are watching and they're like, my kids are about to go to school.
It's alive. The table is live.
Whew. Tell me the table is live.
The table is alive.
It's alive. So here's a question. Has Jake shown up? Well, Chris can't, but Jake is doing a workshop in Pittsburgh. And it could very well be his blow time.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'll just
Any
be right here if
questions?
you need me.
Coming through?
Let's see. No questions. I'm having a little bit of mic trouble, but I'm troubleshooting. Everybody else is fine.
It wouldn't be a show without some mic troubles.
Oh my gosh.
No, he
It's
loves
like,
my fingers.
this is really funny. I will show you guys later. I brought my special deodorant from Montreal. and it's probably like nothing you've ever seen.
Is this a banana and peanut butter?
But I can tell you, I don't smell.
It's my new summertime thing. Actually, anything with. Oliver, can you help me out?
Okay.
I need a backup.
So I will need a bench blow because
Oh.
I have to pop the side out.
Stuff is overheating.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just gonna chill back here for a little bit because
Yes,
I
please.
feel my blood.
Oh yeah, that's
So I just
that's a
went to
little
use
bit
the
warm.
jacks, and they were like squeaky.
Here, a
And
swamp.
so Matt jumped on it. I need to put 2 necklines in this piece. One of where it's going to break off from the pipe, and the second neckline is how we're going to hang the item. So I'm stretching it out right now. And I'm going to put this second neckline in first, because that's a little trickier. And then I'm going to go back in for the first one. And so heat rises. Nice and hot today,
That's the way everyone wants to hold the jacks when we're teaching classes.
which is a good point. It's not the way you hold them. Hi, Robin! Robin, you left us, and then we had 3 weird, super weird shipping. I don't even know, catastrophes? Like, what do you call those?
I think Robin planned that.
There's one of them from
Robbie
Etsy that's
sabotage?
one of them's in the fraud center, the UPS fraud center in Tennessee. Like, what is that? All right, Matt, will you blow? I'm asking Matt to blow, but that's pretty solid.
And you guys.
But it's working, it's blowing up a little. I've got my 2 necklines in there. Pretty satisfied with those. But how is Matt going to blow through that? So, he's like,
We gotta find
how
out.
am I going to blow through that?
So Michelle, I got a question for you. We're calling this a terrarium. That's how you pronounce that word, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you talk about what a terrarium even is? Because I feel like it can be anything from what I've gathered. Like, as long as it's like a little bit of green in it, it's a terrarium.
So one of the things, like, with Bess on tech was we were going
Am I a
to...
terrarium?
No. Like, you could look up the
What's
technical word of terrarium and
What's the
answer that
definition of
question.
terrarium?
Absolutely can. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I like that shape.
So a terrarium is typically a sealable glass container containing soil and plants that can be opened for maintenance to access the plants inside. However, terraria, plural, can also be open to the atmosphere. So this one's going to be more of one that's open right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not a sealed vessel. So this is the part that's kind of fun. This is where I can have Matt show us what he's got. Okay, Matt, go ahead and blow.
Oh, Robin's in the comments saying that she definitely did plant those shipping catastrophes. She's
Hello?
taking all the credit.
Okay, right now I've got a nice round shape, and I want it a little longer, so my next step is to swing it. Not wing it, swing it. And I feel like, you guys, the bench is close today. Is the bench closer than normal?
Bench is a little bit closer today when we were doing pumpkins. We figured that it was going to be super hot today, so we wanted to be even closer to the glory hole.
I agree 100%. So I mentioned it's going to have a flat side. So that's coming. Matt's carefully observing because they're going to make one next. Okay, blow.
Here, do you want me to say it for you?
Let me try again. If you guys can hear me, my light is actually turning on now, so let's go for that. Yeah, okay, my light's on. So our giveaway question for the week is if you could have any celebrity as your personal chef, who would it be?
Ooh.
I already know what my answer would be. But does it count if they're also a chef? Like,
No, that's what I was thinking. Some people might pick, like, you could pick, like, a cowboy or something that's not a chef at all and just be like, cook my food. Okay, blow.
the two celebrities who are also chefs that I really follow and I would love to eat from at least once. So personal chef would be amazing. Of course, Gordon Ramsay, that's always a go-to. But
Do you
I
want
don't-
that energy in your house?
Absolutely.
That's crazy,
Absolutely.
Bess.
Also, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but
Find
Brad
what?
Leone. He's big on
Yeah,
board
yeah.
YouTube. He started with Bon Appetit and kind of started away.
I know
from
exactly
his
who
own
you're
thing.
talking about. Brad's a super good
Love
chef.
Brad. He's kind of like our go-to
Yeah.
not sober meal TV show.
Yeah.
So would love for that him to be my personal chef as well.
That's a great shape, Michelle.
Very much.
So Matt, I'm going to have you use the torch.
Can pop a hole right up in here.
Matt and I were talking about this show earlier, Cutthroat Kitchen.
Gosh, that's a fun one.
And one of the chefs that always comes on there and tastes the dish is Jet Tila.
Okay.
And I would love to have Jet Tila as a personal chef because I feel like
Oliver, can you blow for me?
absolutely.
So, now that we've talked through a bunch of answers, make sure you guys send your answers to enewsatglassacademy.com. We'd love to hear your
Yeah.
answers. We'd love to see your answers. We'd love to read your answers. But if you don't send it to enewsatglassacademy.com, it does not get you guys entered into the win. And we know you want to be entered into the win. So please send an email with your answer and your name, please, to enewsatglassacademy.com for a giveaway question. I will do housekeeping a little bit later in the show. Sorry, the train kind of went by. But we're going to do our giveaway shortly here for last week's question. I've got some great answers I'll read off. And then we don't know what our giveaway is for this week yet because we haven't made it yet. We're not at the end of the show. But whatever it is, it's gonna be great.
Okay, so let's talk about this a second. Can you put the paddle? Yeah, I'm going to use the paddle one more time.
I'd like you both,
You want it right here?
Yeah.
Matt
Okay.
and Oliver. There are about 1,000 comments right now from the Glass Academy addicts asking for one of you two to dunk your heads in a bucket.
Well, Matt's got that on lock. Matt is a certified head dunker.
I got a microphone on.
You can take the microphone off and dunk your
we
head,
all have
Rambo.
mics. All right, so here it is, the finished piece. It will sit flat against a wall. This is your plant will come spilling out. Here is where we'll tie the cord that will hang it up. And this is like a little air vent hole. So I'm just gonna knock it off where you torch the,
Yeah.
thank you.
The members only warmer upper is sold. So
Nice.
just want to put that out there.
Do you want to stamp on this, Michelle?
Oh, yes, bring me a stamp, please.
Coming right up. Shout out Becky for reminding
This
us
is why I
about
come to
the
class
stamp.
Every day. I forget the basics.
Excuse me.
All right, I was told to always be proud of who you are and show up. So let's get that GA right in the front of the piece. So when it's hanging in your home, you can be like, oh yeah, that's a Glass Academy original. And for those of you who are not here, I just have to say the camera snapping in the background makes you feel like we're on the runway. Like, what's going on? No, it's funny because cameras, like phone cameras, don't make noise, right? So literal cameras do.
Shell, are we gonna glove this away?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
All right, then you want me?
Oh, you,
ba-dum.
Oliver.
If you guys can, in 5 words or more
Beautiful.
in the comments, describe either this terrarium
Ugh.
or what you would put inside of it, please do so.
get that torch dialed in, Matt.
Just want a big, nice flame. This thing is real thick.
Good.
Go ahead.
All right,
They're
will you get the
natural.
door for
And
me?
There he goes, taking that precious little baby
Right side.
onto the way other side.
Beautiful. Just in.
Woo.
Right.
Nothing like
All right.
putting away a piece with the gloves on a 90-degree day.
It's like, put your snowsuit on. Let's go.
All right, Matt.
All right.
I was
so-
paying attention so well. If you just start this up, we'll be perfect.
Yeah, I know. You guys are like,
You want to use recycle?
yeah,
Clear?
use recycle.
It might.
And I would say probably make it half the size until you understand. Does that sound about right, Oliver?
Yeah, I was wondering if we'd want to put like just a touch of the dark green on the very bottom of the bubble.
Go for it. This is your guys' piece.
Well, that's your call then, buddy.
All right.
I don't think you want to cover the whole entire thing at all because we
No.
wanted to see like
Just
the
a
plants
little
and stuff
bit
on
on
the
the
inside. There's like a little grass cover.
Do one gather. It's going to be smaller.
Yeah.
That we came up with. So I wanted a smaller version for everyone. So if you come to the Glass Academy, this is one of the classes we offer. So just like it was off pipe, it's a bubble that's blown. We torch the bottom and then you can open it up. So this little lip is kind of how you make a spout. If you were making an item that had a spout on it. We don't have a cord hanging on this one, but you have to use your imagination. I think you guys all have imaginations. You put a knot, tie a knot on your cord, and the cord comes up and hangs like this. So that little spout keeps it in one place. And then with each class, we have these awesome air plants. All you have to do is put it inside, and literally these things need no
Sorry.
water, no anything. You can mist them, dip them
touching
in the
all over
water.
you, Oliver.
But
Geez.
there you have it hanging in your windowsill. It's super cute. So that's one of the classes we offer at the Glass Academy.
All right.
And now Matt and Oliver are going to dazzle you with their skills.
I haven't heard your answer yet.
Well, the personal chef I would have is just under investigation for, I know, but his name is Matthew Kenny. He is a raw food chef. He's done a ton of work in the U.S., but also overseas in Dubai and Saudi Arabia. He's from Maine, and I have 2 of his cookbooks. It's the best food I've ever eaten. It's just amazing food. And so Matthew Kenny would be my chef of choice. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever eaten like raw foods, amazing. Your body can digest them super easily. They're super natural. And you
So
can't
I'm gonna
hide
put the
any like
necklines
fake
in, I
ingredients
think,
in
right
it.
now.
So I'd be super healthy and strong.
We've got Sweden, that's company number 5.
Yeah!
All right. Matt's going for the necklines.
All right, so this is the trick. He's got to do the neckline, but he technically needs 2 necklines. One is to where it's going to hang, and the second neckline is where it's coming off the pipe. The cool thing about narrating as time goes on, you can kind of like throw those hints in there.
Yeah.
Tanya says, do you put fish in a terrarium?
Glow soft.
Oh, I don't think so. But
No, it's
aquarium.
yeah, not really like an aquarium. It's more dry. You put soil and some plants and some green.
Yeah,
Not
I
as
don't know.
easy as
Could
it
you put a
looks.
fish if the hole was
No, the
close
double
to the
neckline's
top?
a super hard
Maybe it could
move.
be a boring life. Yeah.
We've got Etta. If you guys want an update on Etta's growth. She is getting longer every single day.
Glow soft.
Long girl. Thank you for cat modeling, Amy.
And tonight she goes home with me for her vet appointment tomorrow. I will not forget you, Etta.
I will make sure you don't forget her.
Thank you. I have left myself a note. Her cat box is by the door. All right, Matt's got 2 amazing necklines on there. So he's got to do what? He's got to shape it. He's got to think about where he wants the hole, and he's got to flatten one side of it. The other thing you may or may not have noticed is when I flattened it, I capped the pipe. So that allows the air to stay in the piece and not shoot out the backside, so you'd have a really like deflated look. But what you want is just one side
Blow
flattened.
soft.
So Becky's our photographer. Becky knows that eventually this will land fully decorated at some stage, and I'll be calling her saying, "Hey, did you come and do a photo shoot?" We might have to put her on the camera at some point because she is so behind the scenes, but I will tell you, a lot of those photos that you see on our website, I would say, what's more than
Oh, I
3/4?
forgot to put the color on it.
4/4?
That happens, dude.
She did wedding
Right.
photography, so she knows how to take pictures of people, and she knows how to step in right at the right moment during our classes and get those great shots of people doing something serious. She knows the right angles to take the photos at.
Yeah.
I don't even think our staff sometimes recognizes that she's there. She's just like super sleuth. So Matt's been making a lot of our product. Matt has great hands-eye skills, and Oliver assists him during the day, and then sometimes they swap back and forth. So when you're making a new product, there's a lot of figuring out the piece over and over, and you start with small items until you know how to gather the same amount consistent, put the color
All right,
on
let's,
consistent.
I'm going to flatten it
A
now.
lot of things need to line up.
Okay.
Don't forget to flip.
Well, that's what the next step's going to be. Yep.
So you saw Matt talking to Oliver. He's going over like, how do we do this? What's the next step? And that was super cool. I loved how the top just like rounded out more. Super
The little
nice.
ring of fire.
These are those goofy fun camera shots too. All right, so now he's got both necklines in there, and he'll want to heat where the hole is.
All right, we're going to pop the hole now.
All right. You want to operate the torch, and I'll give you the air.
Yep.
My only
You want
thing
like
about
probably
the
a little
torch
bit on
is
the higher side.
Make sure you
Yeah,
can
we're-
get a couple fingers in there.
Get a couple what?
Fingers?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Becky,
Blow.
Oh, did that blow out into a really nice, perfect circle?
Kind of did.
Woo! I'm very adept with the torch.
talented with that torch.
Oh, that's got a little bit of like old school scuba diver helmet energy to it.
I love it.
All right, let's fix this up.
I'll do our housekeeping here in a second, but I wanted to remind you guys, I know we just had our creature show last week, but our next big event coming up is in July, and that is our customer appreciation event. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have a lot of different fun things for you guys. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say anything, but we'll have a lot of cool things
Yeah.
going on in the gallery, a lot of cool products, and that's coming up in mid-July. It's really cool for me to see how, even though Michelle just made one and now you guys are making one, even though it's the same concept, same item, the one, just the way it turns out, and two, the ideas the two of you have a little bit differently, kind of really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like things that you order on the website, they don't end up like looking really similar to each other by accident. Like that takes a lot of like really concentrated effort to do a batch of things that look similar. So in an environment like this where we have a chance to be a little bit more freeform and less like rigid on like what specifications we're trying to hit, it's a good chance to kind of develop and find your own style.
Speaking of items that kind of have to look similar, I know you guys have been cranking out signature pumpkins. We're not showing them off yet. We're not talking about what they look like, but I'm really excited for you guys to see them this year. I know that Oliver and Matt and Jake have been really putting a lot of hard work into these, and they're going to be really, really cool this year. You're right, it totally has some like old scuba diver helmet vibes.
Ready? Woo! Good job, man.
Well, thanks, Ver.
So just as a reminder, we've got some really cool items still available on the table for you guys.
Let's do housekeeping
Becky, you want to
first.
show off the table here real quick? Just as a reminder, we've got some really cool things still available. Can I borrow somebody's mic for housekeeping just in case? Because I'm a little skeptical that you guys can hear me with this. Thank you, Matt. No, I don't care that it's sweaty. I just know that my mic has been kind of on the fritz tonight, so I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so let's do some housekeeping for tonight. So I don't know if you guys got to see the giveaway yet, but we've got a really, really cool giveaway. So we've got a really cool giveaway. There we go. Hello. We've got this beautiful, Oliver called him a red, white, and blue slug. But he's got some really pretty bright green eyes. We've got the crayon going. We've got the really pretty blue and the white in there. And so our question from last week was, how has the glassblowing community or events and shows like The Gathering Point influenced your collecting journey? We've had a lot of answers, actually more than normal, and some of my favorites that I'm going to read off. We've had a couple people say that I now have mugs and glasses that I wouldn't have bought that we use daily if we hadn't seen GA during COVID. Since I've discovered you during COVID, I've bought several pieces that I would have never bought before. I love all of my choices. Someone says that before they used to buy glass, it had to have a useful purpose. They'd thrift for it, they'd look at antique stores. But now that they found the Glass Academy, they discovered that things are fun just for display too, and that's really cool. So they've got a rotating china cabinet collection. This is a fun one, I personally thought. It says, my appreciation for glass has been raised since I've watched how it is created. My house is full of glass, and I dread the day when Seattle has an earthquake. I also dread the day, and I hope that never happens for you. One more cool one I'll read. It says, I have actually started collecting blown glass. I found out my great-grandfather was a glass blower, and that's super cool too. I know for me personally, when I started working here at the Glass Academy, because I'd never stepped foot in the building until I worked here, which was really funny to me, but for me too, it's really cool having an appreciation for how the item is made, and not just for its beauty, but for the beauty of the whole process of it being made. And I love my drinkware, and I love having a unique piece that I get to call mine and drink from, and it kind of makes me drink more water because it makes me really happy to drink out of. So our winner for our beautiful slug, their comment was, I never thought of collecting glass due to being fragile and having to clean often because of the dust, LOL. But when I started watching the Glass Academy and saw how nice and solid your items are, I was hooked, and you guys are a great crew. So one more time, I'm going to show off our beautiful slug. And congratulations to Tammy Russell. So Tammy, you're going to receive an email from Donna or Amy this week, and if you're local, then they're going to tell you how to come by and pick this up, or if you're not local, then you are going to get an email on how to pay for shipping, and then this item will come to you. You pay absolutely nothing for this beautiful, beautiful slug. He's one of my favorite giveaways in a while, so congratulations. One more reminder again, our giveaway for this week is for the Ruth Ellis Center. So the Ruth Ellis Center is a really great foundation that we are raising funds for. If you put Ruth Ellis in your notes for your order this week or today, then 10% of your order is going to go to the Ruth Ellis Center. But they have integrated health programs, and they help with different medical services. They also have community-based family support services. They help with housing. They have a drop-in center. Let's see here. So I'm going to read their mission statement. It says what we do. As we've continued to grow and evolve, so have the ways we help our young people. At Ruth Ellis Center, we work towards our vision through a growing number of services and programs that support the LGBTQ plus youth and young adult community. From providing outreach and safety net services to skill building workshops and HIV prevention programs, we are known for our unique approach. And then for more information regarding their 5 core programs, you can go to their website. And again, they're a really great foundation that we are really happy and excited to be raising some funds for. So you can donate either directly through our table tonight. We have direct donation funds there, or if you put Ruth Ellis in your notes, like I mentioned, 10% of your order will go to them as well. I believe that is all of the housekeeping I have for you guys. I did read that thank you note from Best Buddies earlier, but in case you didn't read it, Best Buddies, their Director of Mission Advancement here in Michigan, did send us an email thanking us for sharing their mission and raising those funds. So if you help to donate to them, thank you, and that thank you goes out to you as well. Matt, what do we got going on here? What's up next?
Somebody wanted to see my head being dunked.
Man, if only you could hear him. But
If only you could hear him.
dunk that head.
Matt's going to dunk his head just for you guys, the GA addicts. Oh, that's a lot of water.
That's great. Do it again, Matt.
Do it again, Matt.
I'll do it again.
That water's so murky.
I know, the Marver's flooded.
It's okay.
Matt's gonna wipe it off right away.
Yes.
Next up, I know that the guys and Michelle are going to work on a giveaway item coming up soon. Just as a reminder, because it is a summer show, we are ending at 7:30 instead of 8 o'clock today. I am very sad to see it happen. I know you guys are sad to miss out on a half-hour glass blowing, but if you couldn't tell by looking at Matt and the fact that he dunked his head in a bucket, it is hot in here. It is about 96 degrees and very muggy here in Michigan. And so take that 96 degrees on the normal, weather outside and bring that inside here in the hot shop with 2100 degree furnaces and our glory hole, and it's a whole lot hotter. So my hair is sticking to me. It's a little sweaty. I know Oliver's already got his hair up. Mine's going to be going up soon, but we are ending at 7:30 tonight, just a reminder. We've got a whole extra half hour here of glass blowing ready for you. So Oliver, what are we working on now?
I'm gonna do a even smaller terrarium now. It's no fun that Michelle and Matt get to make these new things and I don't get to try them. And this time, I'm gonna put a little bit of color on it.
Ooh, what color?
I'm just gonna go for a little bit of super dark green at the very, very bottom of this. That way, it just looks like it has some grass covering on it.
Very nice. Kind of more earthy.
Yeah. It's just something like when you put your moss down in it to kind of blend in with that. But it's not going to take up a whole lot of this piece. It's just going to be a nice little subtle accent. I thought about dunking my head best. It sounds super, super good.
It sounds amazing to me right now.
But I just washed my hair yesterday.
I know. Yesterday was also my hair washing day. I've also got on eyeliner and mascara that will probably run everywhere if I dunked my face. But it's very tempting to me right now.
We're going to try this up real nice.
Matt is working, since you can't hear him, Matt is working on drying up the Marver real nice because it's wet.
Rust.
And we don't want it to rust. So we're going to get that real nice and dry.
So I got the bubble in there. I'm going to let it elongate just a little bit. I don't want to swing it out just because I want a lot of control about how long I let this get. And if I just let it hang, everything just kind of goes at a little bit of a slower pace, which is probably a little bit better for me. Matt, I'm going to be taking some air from you here real quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
All right. Don't lose it now.
No, never.
That second one first.
Yep. Blow. Pause for 1 second. Well, so far we have just the most beautiful pear shape in the world. We're gonna try and change that just a
really
little
pretty
bit.
Pear shape, or it's like, almost like a light bulb.
The light bulb shape.
Yeah,
Glass Academy starts mass producing light bulbs.
it'd be pretty expensive light bulbs.
Take that, Edison. Get a little bit more heat, trying to just focus it on the actual like bottom of this piece. That way we can focus our inflation down there. Go ahead and blow, Matt. Good. Honestly, I'm really liking how that's looking. That's... Oh, we gotta flatten it. That's a good reminder. But I like the pear shape.
I do like the pear shape.
But I do gotta stay on theme. Oh, can I get the paddle up there, Matt, please?
It could still be a half pear.
I'm not gonna forget to cap it.
Blow some air into it.
No way, dude. Perfect.
It's like half a pear.
But
now.
that's what it is. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
All right.
Do any of you guys
Go ahead and
watching
blow.
already have a terrarium? If you do, what do you put in your terrarium? I was asking if anybody watching already has a terrarium and what they put in it if they do. Do you have a terrarium, Matt? Matt does not have a terrarium. He says he might after this. He is not taking his mic back, by the way, because he is soaking wet and we don't want the mic to get wet.
Finesse man.
Mary says, did the table sell out? No, there is still a lot on the table. A lot is still available. Some really beautiful pieces.
Just gotta finesse it, dude.
Vanessa.
Vanessa Hudgens? Famous actress? Just building some heat back up in this piece. I want to give it one more flatten, work the opening on it one more time.
I did just put that link to our table for tonight in the chat again for you guys.
Matt, can I get a stamp bit from you?
Oh, I didn't stand.
Yeah, the comments,
Everyone in the comments
everybody
noticed.
in the comments noticed you did not stamp Matt. Matt just realized he didn't stamp.
That was my reminder to stamp it for me. I was like, oh, don't do that, Oliver.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll sign it.
Matt says, don't worry, he'll sign it.
beauty mark?
Mary
Just
said
a
that-
little beauty mark.
Mary said that she has a terrarium and she keeps wine corks in it. She keeps wine corks in her terrarium.
Look at that guy.
All right.
That's a cutie, Oliver.
That's a guy. One last flash, show it off to the camera. And there it be. Nice little green fade on the bottom of it.
I actually like that a lot because it's not too much color, but it's very earthy toned, and it'll be really cool with a terrarium.
Going for gloves. And away. Oh, can I even grab it with gloves?
Help. There you go.
Huh. Whew.
Oh yeah.
We are getting, Kylie's asked me every question under the sun. I love tech because now she can just record it
sorry.
and translate it to text, and she can get all her answers and really stay engaged in the moment. So thank you all for watching these wonderful men create feats of art for your enjoyment.
Are we doing a giveaway item, Oliver?
Yeah, so we're doing a giveaway, and it is 10 to 7 or 10 after. I
It
can't
is
read.
10 after. So
Okay.
we've got 20 minutes.
We got 20 minutes. I think we should do something related to this.
Okay.
So how about rock, paper, scissors? One of us starts, one of us opens, and one of us ends a handle. So how do we do that, Beth? Rock, paper, scissors?
All right, I'm thinking of a number.
Okay, thank you. I hate
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors.
Number is between 1 and 10. Person closest to the number starts, and then the further out you get, the further you get to the end of the piece.
Okay.
All right. Oliver's going with 2. Matt, what number?
It's between 1 and 10.
It's not that hard. Pick a number.
6.
Okay.
I'm going with 8.
Okay, so my number was 3. So Oliver, you start it, and then it passes to Matt, and then it passes to Michelle.
Okay, so I get to do the handles, which is what we were perfect anyways.
Okay.
So here is your selection. You're starting.
Yep.
Okay, so I would say you blow the bubble. Matt, you are responsible for foot, stem, or bottom half. Would that work? Then I'll open and do handles.
Okay.
You can sketch it out. Here is your chalkboard.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, let me just...
Did you see that look on his face? He's like, oh my gosh, which one do I want?
It's like... Oh, there is a white one.
Is your chalk all soggy now?
No. Not at all. No. No. Don't be ridiculous. Okay. So, yeah, I do cups all the time, guys. This is going to be great. Hey, Matt, any suggestions on a vessel shape?
No, you pick number 1.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
This is also what, like Master and Apprentice, when Lino came over to Haystack and we learned from him, back in Italy, he was mostly making goblets. So for the first couple years at Haystack, all he did was make goblets, which he doesn't do anymore. So my guess is Oliver's going to pick a shape he's comfortable making.
You would think. But maybe not today. Okay. I wanted to do like the classic wine glass shape with, similar to what I just did on the terrarium, with just a fader color on the bottom. I'm thinking blue. We have some beautiful blues out here today. Want to use those. I'm going to let the top half be clear, and then everything that's down in this section is up to Matt. So you can draw the rest of that.
Oh, I know what I want to do. What was that, Becky? Exquisite Corpse? No, but it sounds familiar. Someone else must have been talking about that.
The world's your oyster, Matt.
Do you see how long it takes to figure this out? I can tell you, like, you've seen my design book. My design book plays, and it's been over 30 years that I've had it, because this is what happens. When under pressure and you have to design something, it's like, what? But Matt's gonna pull it out. And Oliver, I will bench blow for you. So Oliver, did you add color? I kind of couldn't tell.
Yeah, I added a little bit of our really, like, what's a good word for it? It's like our turbo blue almost. The one on the far left. Yeah. Whew.
Maybe we all need to like soak our shirts down before we start. Just dunk. We'll make sure Jake watches the show after. And he'll be like, send him a text. Oh, dude, I forgot to clean off the marver. So the thing about the marver is it will rust, but not when you clean it off, so we're good. Yeah. So Oliver's got it going on. He's got a bubble in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about all the steps that need to happen.
Nothing like putting him on the spot.
Yeah.
There's only thousands of people watching you right now.
It's a show staple. All right, can I get some air from you, please? Good.
As a reminder, this is our giveaway piece, so I do have the giveaway question up on the screen. Question for this week is, if you could have any celebrity as a personal chef, who would it be?
You'd think
You're going to
that
send your answer to
Jax would stay hot
enews@glassacademy.com with
enough.
your answer and your name, please.
Strangely enough.
And then you'll be entered to
Fair
win
enough.
this amazing, awesome, whatever this ends up being.
All right,
I'm gonna-
Matt, what did you end up drawing on there?
Something I don't know.
We can do it. Someone's going to get this lucky giveaway.
Matt, we had a request for you from the comments.
What's that? Oh no, not another one.
No more dunking.
Can I get some light
Don
air from you,
says,
please?
Tell Matt to do a spiral on the stem like he did a reel of.
Good.
Like you did a Instagram reel of. Thank you. Just so you guys know, Amy has given me the official word that the
Looks
terrarium that
lovely.
Michelle made, so
Can
the very
you
first
go in and
terrarium,
neck
is now
your
available for
neck
sale.
one?
So I will get that link posted for you guys, unless there are some fast fingers that have already snagged it.
This is what you guys don't see on the back end. Everyone's hard at work concentrating on their exact role. And so the question you have is, Matt and Oliver, is Oliver handing it off to you and you're adding the foot, or how would we do this? Yes? So Oliver
Yeah,
will
if we're adding
assist
feet
you.
onto it, it needs to happen now. You want to finish up this flash, that way you know exactly what the heat base is. Get a feel for it.
Oliver works with Matt quite often, so Matt's going
Can I
to check
squeeze
it
by
out.
you, Becky?
He's going to decide what style. Are those three
No.
separate bits on the stem,
Matt.
or one? And then a ball. Okay.
When Jake and I were doing the ones on the shelf, we were laying a really, really fat Maurice down on the very bottom. That way you build some thickness off of there, and the Maurice acts as a buffer so you don't have to get the actual cup that hot while you're doing all your Evolio and stem work. Does that sound good to you? Nah, drop it like a foot, squish it down, but you're only taking like, you're going for like a diameter about like yay. I'll bring you the right amount of glass.
I've been told to ask you if you want your warmer-up or purchase to go to Ruth
There's a
Ellis
lot of
as
implicit
well.
trust happening here in this piece now. Ready for the drop? Take about 2/3 of that. Yep. Perfect. Tag, or whatever you want, I guess. Good. You can come on your jacks on the edge of that and like pull it up a little bit and create a more defining line.
I know we're gearing up towards the end of the show here, but if you are just tuning in and have not commented, and you are from another
That's all right.
country,
That's gonna
other
do its
than
job.
U.S., Canada, Argentina, Mexico, or Sweden,
All right.
please throw it in the comments. I'm keeping a list of how many countries we've got watching tonight, and I'd love to hear yours if you're not from one of those 5. Sharon says she likes the blue color that it currently is.
You want to do like an actual Volio pulling it off with, we can do that off of that. How much are you thinking you want? Okay.
They're doing some brainstorming. We've got a couple people commenting that they really love that blue color.
Pardon?
A couple people have commented they really like whatever that blue color is. They really like it.
I picked it just for you.
Great job.
Okay.
If you missed it at the beginning of the show, I know a couple people have asked where the Nordine boys are tonight. Jake is doing a workshop of some sort for glass blowing out in Pittsburgh. I'm not quite positive where in the world Chris Nordine
Bringing
is,
you more
but
than you
he's,
need, and I'm
doing
bringing it
something somewhere, and so he was
pretty
unavailable
hot.
tonight as well. But that's more than okay. We've got a really fun night here going. We've got Becky on the camera helping fill in, which is really great. We've got the young guns, Oliver and Matt, doing their thing. Michelle's been in and out. We've also got a reporter from the Detroit Free Press here tonight, and so we've been a little preoccupied with that, but Michelle's been really multitasking really nicely. So.
with increasing pressure. Now off, or lighten up at least.
I'm also going to mention again for you guys, in case you missed it
Okay.
in housekeeping, our next big event coming up is our customer appreciation event. That is July 13th and 14th, but especially the 13th, we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff going on. And that is a Saturday and Sunday, of course. So come on in, check us out. We're going to have a lot of cool products. We're going to have a lot of really cool things going on that weekend that I am not going to tell you because I am not authorized to tell you yet. So if you are local, or maybe if you're not local,
You wanna
and
go
wanna
for
come in
like-
just for that, we have people do that all the time as well.
How do you want your foot served up? You got a big flute drawn out over there. You want to just do it like that? Okay. Okay, you got it.
Coming up this weekend, we've got
You want it
classes
like
this
golf ball
weekend.
sized?
We've got live glass blowing. We've got live glass blowing on Friday
Okay.
night. We've got classes on Saturday. Looks like we still have a few openings for our strawberry classes on Saturday. And then we have meditation globe on Sunday, and that's almost booked up, but we've got a few spots there as well. But if you've been looking to do a strawberry class, we are back up and running with those for the spring-summer season. So we've got some strawberry class openings. We've got no classes Friday night, but we do have some live glass blowing going on. So if you are interested in coming to see what we're doing here in person, be a fantastic night. We are open
Right behind
from
you.
4 to 7 here in the gallery. We're going to have tours going of the gallery and kind of some behind-the-scenes stuff.
Copper blue, you
5
said?
o'clock and 6 o'clock. I actually will be leading those, so you can come hang out with me. And then we're going to have Matt and Brendan here. Brendan's one of our newer glass blowers. He's actually in school
All right.
at CCS right now for glass blowing, but he does put in some hours here as well, which is really cool. So you guys can come by and see Matt and Brendan do their thing, live glass blowing
Okay.
Friday night.
I'm gonna be hot.
Totally free to come too. If you guys would like to do a big bubble blow, I believe we are selling tickets for that as well, where you actually can blow into the pipe. And yeah, it's a really chill night, but a fun time. We are open from 4 to 7. Come check us out.
Oh. Blah. Whew.
I feel like I'm talking to myself because they've been working so hard that I'm a little afraid of there being some dead air. So if something comes up in my mind right now, I'm saying it just so you guys know.
Another one.
A little bit.
Okay.
Another big thing we have coming up is Michigan Renaissance Festival. Michigan Renaissance Festival is in August. I believe it starts August 17th, that weekend, and it's Saturdays and Sundays out in Holly, Michigan at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. We are the Royal Glass Blowers there. We've been doing that there for about 20 years. We have a booth where we have some items that we don't typically sell in the gallery, as well as maybe some really fun things that we decided were just too cool for the gallery to take out there to Renfest. So we'll have live glass.
I need
out
a second,
there.
buddy.
It's a really fun time. The guys have already been gearing up, making items. They've been making bosom chillers. They're
Why don't we
making
do
goblets,
the
all
same
fun
style
things.
foot, but this
So
time
we've got
drop
that
it on the
coming up as
marber and you
well.
pick it up?
I've got a video in the works of kind of a recap of some of our Renfest and Wheeler reveals from last year, and we'll be getting that posted here in the next month or so. But super excited to show that off and kind of amp up the excitement for Renfest 2024. Mary says, how is the bar looking? So the beverage counter is still a work in progress. We have had a lot of construction going on. We have construction going on in the bathroom area. We had to have some plumbing fixed. So they put in all new pipes there. So it is a work in progress, and I say that optimistically because it is progress, and you know, it's movement, which is really great. So we are looking forward to that continuing to be a work in progress. I'm not quite sure when our estimated time of having that done is. I know we are hoping more towards the fall or winter of this year, but the plumbing was a big thing, and we've got that project finishing up, and we're ready to move on to the next piece.
What's going on, Matt? Same thing?
I didn't flatten it down enough last time.
Okay.
We are also, just so you guys know, in the process of revamping the Google business page for the Royal Glassmakers. I've been working on that a lot. And right now, the one thing that it is particularly void of is customer reviews. If you guys look up Royal Glassmakers on Google, you're going to see it's our business for the Renaissance Festival. And we really would love to have some customer reviews on there, specifically about us being at the Ren Fest. If you have seen us out at the Ren Fest, we're hoping to get that kind of going and get more visibility on that page. I've started to add a bunch of photos on that, but it's a work in progress. We are waiting for that account to be verified, and it does say temporary closed right now because the Ren Fest is temporarily closed. So don't panic if you see that, but. If you've seen us out at RenFest and want to leave us a really cool review, if you've taken any pictures or want to talk about your experience out there, we would love for you to share that with us as well. I've just been talking away to myself here, Michelle.
I love it. I love it.
Well, not to myself, to everybody, but it's been kind of me just, I've talked about RenFest, I've talked about customer appreciation. I've asked if you've seen us at RenFest to leave us some reviews on the Royal Glassmakers Google page. I've been covering all the bases here.
She's getting a little idea of like, wait, what is the filler conversation? But that's good because these guys need to concentrate, and I think it helps.
That's not it.
Understand when Jake and Chris do it that they're comfortable talking about things because they know the medium so well. These guys are like, okay, let's
take another heat. Let's squish the heck out of that.
Yep. What are we doing?
I talked about we have live glass blowing in the gallery this Friday.
We do.
We got the glory hole,
which will be very fun. Yes.
So come on,
we've got Matt and Brendan. If you guys haven't met Brendan, who's one of our newer glass blowers, we'd love for you to meet him. I'll be here. You can come see me.
Yeah. We'll start gentle.
I have some things to finish up before I go out of town.
We're gonna lovely.
You just let me know when you're ready for more pressure from me, okay?
The lights are not on.
It feels like a little more relaxing.
It does.
Feels a little
probably
cooler.
Be a little cooler, yeah.
Right?
That's what I was gonna say.
All right, so I'm thinking handles. Now this foot's a little small, so I think I might trim the top, and then I think clear handles would look nice on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Becky's doing an amazing job filming. If everyone could give a shout out, throw some hearts, some love at Becky. She'll feel it in the chat. Yes?
We're just doing a bunch of moves we've never done before.
I know.
It's such an impromptu.
I have been having a Q&A session over here. I've talked about RenFest. I've talked about customer appreciation. I've talked about the beverage counter process. I've talked about live glass blowing this Friday night here at the gallery. I've just been going as you guys have been concentrating. So.
I appreciate that so much, Bez. Is there any questions that they have for us at all?
It's been kind of silent.
Everyone's just watching in anticipation.
Says you guys are doing great. Mary Lou says, "Stay cool, everyone."
Don't look at us, guys. We get nervous.
Other than that, I've been going.
Michelle's got the punty coming.
That is it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I do have that giveaway question up on the screen one more time. I'll read it for you guys. It says, "If you could have any celebrity as a personal chef, who would it be?" Obviously, there are some really good celebrity chefs out there. But maybe there's somebody who does it as a hobby.
Behind you?
Being whatever celebrity they are normally. For instance, third person I thought of, I know I've already mentioned Gordon Ramsay and Brett Leone, but I would also love Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, I didn't even
She's
realize.
not a chef celebrity, but she does do some cooking. She has her own cookware line, some cookbooks, so I would love for her to be a personal chef as well. When she's not running around with those 4 beautiful children.
Yeah, so we just got the punty attached. Matt's adding a lot of water to this piece.
At glassacademy.com.
Really nice break there. That was a moment that I was really like worried about myself, just because we did a lot of stem work there. There's a lot of stress points in that. So there's like 4 different places that piece might want to break off at.
Well,
and
thanks for the challenge. What?
it broke off really beautifully, just how it needed to.
The first foot we cut off, so there's might be some stress on it.
So wait a second, are you guys saying that this is like tricky and it takes lots of practice?
It takes an impressive amount of skill, lots of time.
But honestly, that's the first one we've done together.
What? Way to go.
That's pretty nice.
Okay, so now what I've got to do is think about it. The top is good. It's a little thicker than I gave enough heat for, so I'm going to heat it up one more time. I'm going to make it look lovely.
Very nice.
We're going to do some clear handles on it. I'm not quite sure yet what those will look like. I'm thinking I might do them on the bottom third of the top cup. And the reason I want to do clear is I don't do a ton of handles, and I want the most heat I can get. So it will be a quick marver for you guys. So there is wax in the tweezers. That's not going to work.
Matt ran all the way to the other side
To get the
of the
unwaxed
shop.
tweezers. All right. I heard from Bess. There is a note section on the order when you buy something off the show. If you want to donate to Ruth Ellis, you can put it in the note section or send us an email later. We'll make it happen for you. Yeah, now I can grip it. Thank you, Mr. Matt.
You do that so much differently than Jake.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I wonder how.
Like, you much longer cuts.
Oh, really?
Jake does a lot of like very like
Nibbles.
short nibbles.
Short, quick, fast.
That was so
They
A
were,
lot of those ridges.
yes.
Sometimes.
So when I worked at the Henry Ford, it was a lot of pictures and a lot of like finishing things. So maybe that's where my different thing comes in depending on the product. Paddle. Okay, so Matt, I'm going to take 2 clear handles and size of my pinky.
Whew.
This is going to be the best giveaway yet.
It's gonna be a nice one.
I'm going to open up just the top just a little more.
All right, I'll let Matt do his handle work here. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the comments.
Yes. All right, I've got a soft little bend at the top. I guess I shouldn't call them handles. I want to do this thing.
See, I would say dead or alive. Go for it.
No, I'd like a fresh one. And then, Oliver, could you light the torch for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You don't got enough heat. I got it. Now which?
Huh? What?
I'm just trying to figure out what fan's blowing that out now, because I feel like I closed everything that
I
was
think
blowing
we
that
have,
torch
like,
out.
the fan pointed right at it. Is why it's going out.
Oh, let me angle this a little bit then.
It might be the other one.
Whoa, Matt.
Got a bunch of air bubbles in that.
So it's a little off center, but that's okay because I'm going to be adding the clear glass to the other side.
Mary says, are you guys staying hydrated? We've been drinking water here and there off behind the scenes.
I use Celtic sea salt in my water. So in the morning, I do about half a teaspoon of Celtic sea salt in my water, and then I do it again throughout the day. So my doctor was like, that's got the most nutrients and the best absorbability in your body, Celtic sea salt. Yeah, the area, the nutrients it has in the soil, where it comes from. Yeah, it is cool. And I have noticed a big difference this year. And I also do a lot of fruits and vegetables, so there's a lot of water content in that. I'm very aware of like dehydrated foods, not the time to eat them. And then Matt was talking about some other brand today. We will do some electrolytes. Switchers. So it got a little out of round with that second bit. It was hot. You can see the color is hot. So you just have to go in and straighten it up.
It looks super in round now.
You guys, like, look at how fun.
We did that.
What? So someone who answered the question from tonight's show, and you can send it, you still have time.
Need a...
I do. Yeah, let's do the
You want the
stamp.
honors,
do you do
Matt?
It underneath? Or do you...
Typically we go for like, it'd be like right
Okay.
next to the...
Yeah, let's do it. So
Thank
what is
you.
the question again, Bess? Oh, the personal chef.
Personal chef, yes. Somebody asked, can they be alive or dead? And I think that would be fair. Any celebrity. I
Bring
mean,
them back from the dead.
just to be your personal chef.
That'd be crazy. Abraham Lincoln.
Julia Child.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. That would work.
Like that.
I do like that.
As a reminder, this is our giveaway piece, our last piece of the night. So this item will get given away for free to one lucky viewer next week. And in order to enter to win this, you're going to send your answer to the question on the screen,
The belly button.
which is if you could have any celebrity as a personal chef, who would it be? To enews@glassacademy.com with your name in your email, please, because we don't know who twinkletoes94@gmail.com is, unfortunately. I made that one up. I don't actually know who that is. Don't quote me.
It's not bad at all.
I think if I was going for like...
Maybe we can glue it.
Might be able to.
Okay.
Water on there, stick it, and then break it off.
Yeah, I'm going to go put it right. What are the other three?
Number 3 on the right side. Matt, you let me know when you're ready.
Angel says, great teamwork, beautiful cup. Thank you.
No
We're
one
so
will
glad
ever
you brought us
know.
and
We'll just
continue to
like
watch us every
placard this part of the show. It was perfect. Sabotage.
We want to show the table one more time. We've got some amazing items on there. Again, if you put in the comments about Ruth Ellis, 10% of your
I'm sorry?
sale will go to them. That is it for our show tonight. Oliver, Matt, any last words?
No.
Matt says no. No is his last word. If you're in the area, come by Friday night for live glass blowing. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
We've got Matt and Brendan here doing some really fun live glass blowing. I'll be doing tours at 5 and 6 o'clock.
Be a
Any
good
last
time.
words for the show here, Michelle?
Any last words? Yes. 1 second. I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Becky. She has a lovely family at home and took the time and energy to come here and spend it with us. So thank you, Becky, so much. Thank you, Oliver and Matt, for making my job easy tonight.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
A super good time.
And Kylie just left, but we had Kylie and Kim here, and they're writing an article for the Free Press. So fingers crossed, she has all the information she needs. When it goes live, we'll share it with you because they asked a zillion questions, and thank you so I could answer her questions
Yeah.
for monitoring the show.
You got it. I'm going to go cool off now.
Yes, we're all
Yes.
going to cool off.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
go cool off.
everyone.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you next week.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
great.
Bye, guys.